Let's talk about the LIFO inventory valuation method using perpetual or the continuous method. Perpetual means that we are going to keep continuous track day by day of what our inventory count is. LIFO stands for last in, first out. So the most recent goods that we purchased are the first ones that we're going to associate that cost as being sold. Okay, so we've got a beginning inventory of 150 units at $10. This simply says this is what we already had on hand. This was our beginning inventory, and the cost that was associated with each unit was $10. On June 1st, we purchased 100 units at $12. The reason for the price difference, it could be different days that we purchased this on, or different quantities. The more you purchase, usually the cheaper it is per unit. The less you purchase, the more expensive it is. Also, the days, things like that have effect on the price. June 3rd, we purchased 200 at $9. On 6/5, we had a sale of 210 units at $20. On the next day, we also sold 50 more at $20. So let's get started, and we'll keep a cost of goods sold calculation going. So the first sale that we have is cost of goods sold. This is how much it cost us for the goods that we sold. So the first sale we have is on June 5th, 210 units. So I'm going to take the most recent purchase that I made and see how many of those I can use. The most recent purchase was on 6/3, 200 at $9. We have 210, and this is only 200. So we're going to go ahead and take all 200 of this, reduce that down to 0. I'm going to record this over here. The 200 times 9. I'm going to subtract 200 from here. 210 minus 200 gives us 10 more units that we need to account for. So I need to go back to the next most recent purchase, which would be on 6/1. So I'm going to take 10 from here. 100 minus 10, I'm going to take the 10 at this cost that was associated with it, $12. 100 minus 10 gives us 90 left. Okay? Then we had another sale on June 6th of 50 units. So we need to find what cost is associated, we did a subtract 10, what cost is associated with these 50 units. So we have to go to our most recent purchase. Remember, we've already used up all of these on 6/3, so we go back to our 6/1 purchase. We had 50, there's 90, we can use all 50 associated with this cost. 50 times 12, 90 minus 50 gives us 40 left. Okay, I'm going to do a quick calculation and we'll add up our cost of goods sold. Okay, we've calculated everything up and we've added all three of those costs, and it equals $2,520. That's going to be our cost of goods sold. The next thing that we typically have to solve for is ending inventory. How much do we have left over, and what's the value associated with the inventory that we have on hand? It's fairly easy because we've already marked everything out that we've already sold. So what we have left on hand, and we need to keep it the oldest goods first. So we've got our beginning inventory, 150 at 10. And then we've got 40 units at 12. So we're going to do a quick calculation and add this up. Okay, so by multiplying those across and then adding them down, we come up with 1,980, and that's the value of our ending inventory. That's what we have left on hand. That's how you solve LIFO problems.